This is Lexicon's Games, and we are now ready to complete our first run through of Spellcaster University at hard difficulty level. By first, I mean first recorded. I have played a lot of hours in this game. In fact, I have nearly 2,000 hours in this game because even though I win it pretty much every time, it remains interesting and unpredictable. The three-card choice dynamic gives you interesting decisions. Sid Meier always said that a good computer game should give you interesting decisions, and this is one of the games that does that. I find it very relaxing. As you can see from the artwork, it's meant to be cute. It is French, and parts of it have a French sense of humor. So that is different slightly from my sense of humor, but I respect the difference. I don't think I've ever seen that balloon go by. They do keep updating it. As you can see, I am using version 1.5, 1.05, which is the Proto Goblin Steam Edition. And so let us continue. We've started the final level. We are on the back of a turtle who we eventually hope to talk to. I got another dormitory. Interesting. I did not remember that. Could either put the dormitory here to spread the students out, put it up there to concentrate them. Let's see. Light sleep worker learns faster. Okay, that is all we need. That is fantastic. We make sure that our school focuses on the sanest students because we want that. Let's just double check. We have 5 sigil masters, 3 plane shifters, and where are the archmages? Antidote master, potion rooms plus 6%. The archmage is perhaps the most critical one. We still only have 1 midwife. I have had playthroughs where I had a lot more. Characters recover from hunger 5.5% faster. Okay, Archmage. 2 Thaumaturges, that's okay. 38 Archmages. Mana gain plus 38%. That will be crucial. Sometimes you need to pick more than one school to get a good one, but tiredness, you recover from tiredness faster and you learn magic faster. That is about as good as it gets. We don't admit bullies. We admit students with pretty much all other flaws, including those who are dumb, but a dumb bully we wouldn't admit. Light, shadow, or arcane. I will put the arcane room up there. That's a very good teacher. I will now put the dormitory up there next to the arcane room. Huh, never noticed that plant there. Some of our students are sitting down by the water. Why wouldn't you? Advanced room. Yes, I will put the enchantment workshop up there. And infirmary will go up soon. Some very good students. I'll still keep 1 refectory. A shadow room. I will put the shadow room here. and then the infirmary there. I just never like clumsy, especially in a nurse. They come to you to get healed and then they suffer from magical aberrations. So I'll take this one instead, and we will put our two towers here, the pig tower and the observatory. That is fantastic. We got the teacher's lounge. In every level, the first highly important thing is to get the two teachers' rooms because we want our teachers to rest inside the school and not leave it, especially if they have to go through a teleportation portal to get off the back of a turtle that is living in the middle of the ocean because we are hiding from the Lord of Evil. We always like mages who can mend folks, and we particularly like it when they give us a medical bed. Potion workshop. Nice. Again, avoiding the clumsy teacher. At this point, we will interact with the king because he gives us a lot of money when we talk to him. Light room is great, so we just need a nature room, I think. The teachers like to have their coffee. Don't worry, we like farm animals. Now the orc banner would be very useful, but so is this stable. Again, avoiding the clumsy teacher and taking a mediocre normal teacher. Start accumulating alchemical ingredients. The time room goes out there. I like placing something at the far right edge so that I can see the edge of the school. Not in this one. We aren't going to make friends with you as a mission. We will get all that. I am humbled by your trust. Okay, that is the first tower. But we do have a green room down here. So we have all of the colors of magic. This is a tough choice. All of these are good. I'm going to go with the magical hat because the sooner we start upgrading the pedagogy of our teachers, the better. Some of these other alchemical components can come along later. But I will take the Archmage mission. That gives us 10 prestige immediately. We are at the start, and we already have 24 students. As you remember, we max out just under 100. The enchantment room is very important, especially on this level. In this final level, we expect to go through 3 dungeons, not just 2. Okay, so we have enough mana to give the peasants fertility potions, which gets our relationship with them up to 25, which lowers teacher salaries by 30%. I'm not sure what the joke is there, but it is certainly useful. We will put a runestone in the enchantment room. So our students who learn enchantment also learn runes. We will take a blue dragon. And a health risk waffle maker, which is also useful for our relationship with the orcs. A psychologist, because it is frightening to be a student of magic, and a village banner because we want to be on the good side of the peasants, although I will eventually want to have another set of teacher rooms up here or over there somewhere. The power tiara is excellent, helps us generate other forms of magic. The greenhouse is tempting, but I'm going to take the hermit crab. Actually, eventually I think I want to put the greenhouse here above our towers, so I am not yet ready for it. Magic historian. That is interesting. Alchemist. I have to check my reference for what the alchemist is. Alchemist. Oh, random mana components. The historian sets back the progress of the Lord of Evil, but requires time and runes 4. Well, we'll go with that. We will put a rune thing there, and we would like to have a dorm over here. Increase our prestige. So we will have a purple and blue arc and arc only. Passionate is good and gourmet is good. Since they both have to be 4th level, learning the 4th level faster is excellent. We will always take more students when they become available. Pig chamber. So now we have our 2 towers in place. And you notice that we prepared for them by having these vertical rooms, which can be tricky to place. Armed chest. Do we want to get better with the... Yeah, we'll do that. So now we're back to 0 with the orcs. Get a piece of equipment that improves our relationship with the Inquisition. We have a mission to improve alchemy magic, which works nicely with our curriculum. So we can sell these other houses. We do not expect to need them. Alcohol obviously goes in the shadow magic room. We lose some prestige. For this curriculum, I will want to have some 5-year students, especially once we get that rune room set up down here. Meanwhile, I do want our dungeon venturing students to learn all the other alchemical skills. Notice that this does not really connect yet. I also hope to eventually get a janitor's room in there. Take the teacher's bed. Take the bed. I was tempted by the teacher's lounge up here. Because I eventually do want to have one up there. But not right now. Library. improve the arcane room, which is now at 57%. The shoulder pads will significantly increase our magic generation. This teacher was not great, so we will improve to excellent. And you become athletic, which means you're moving 25% faster, but you're also moving much slower. Still, that should counteract some of the problem. We won't be getting much students going up here until we get a dorm up there. Inquisition all the way up to 65. Interesting. I'm going to try... Hold on, how much gold do I have? I could buy a room, but I'm going to try these artifacts. The magic armor at this point is useful. We will train warriors in the light room. Put the ancient harp in the dining room so that students come down. Finally, the rune scriptorium. Excellent. We reject the bully. We keep the other students. We are not yet generating as much shadow magic as I'd like. We can put... I like to use the prison to direct students to a specific location. Our curriculum buildings are down here, so we will put the prison down there. I hope to have a janitor's room around here and a dormitory. The armillary sphere should get any students who aren't passionate. Put the dormitory there. I now need a link over here to get the students to get into that room better. Another room. Oh, perfect. We can make you some waffles. Jack of all trades, that's great. Bully, reject the bully. Upgrade the rune scriptorium, which is important. And keep improving. Now I know that since I have a rune scriptorium, I can get plus 15 by talking to the king. So that is good. Put another student room there, which leaves a gap just big enough for one major room. I haven't decided what it will be yet, but you can see that the students' hall is also attracting students. So I will put a third refectory here, and that will attract students towards our curriculum. Alchemy Apprentice will go in the curriculum. Normally I like to keep 7-year students out of the curriculum because it restricts what they can study. But at this point, why not? What are your traits? Going to hold this hermit crab until I get another teacher room. Criticality prism works for both. Help you teach students the time magic faster. Once we get over at 50 relationship with the king, we can start attacking the Lord of Evil, setting back the timer, which up here has already progressed quite a bit. I like having runing spears, especially since we're teaching so much rune magic. That will help protect our students in the dungeon. They will have runic shields. Crystal Ball is very good. Now, what flaws do you have, teacher? Yes, we will try to get rid of your flaws with that. Won't happen immediately. The mysterious blueprints, which help our students learn, become more intelligent, are extremely useful. The assassin's arena is useful, so is the breastplate. Elven bow. I like to put the elven bow in the teacher room. You can see students walk through it. I don't know how long they have to be next to it for it to activate. Anytime we get one of these blessing cards, we take them. Now I have another student dorm up there. We have all of these student services here because we do not want students going down there to the portal. Now that we are over 50, but our relationship is at least 80 with the Inquisition, so we can do that. Very nice. Our beast magic students will learn some other forms of magic. The astral clock helps students prepare their day. These generic rooms are very powerful. But I would like to get some more teachers' rooms. We have private bedrooms, another dormitory. We will start improving that dormitory. Arcane goes in the curriculum. The others do not. Another alchemical ingredient. Wonderful. Now all of these other ones have penalties, but this one gives us only benefits. We're already at 100 with the Inquisition. Excellent. We're going to get our first dungeon in year 4 or 5. I like putting banners in the dormitories. And I like putting artifacts like this Eternity Vase, which increases our amount of elves. I like putting those in the career counselor's office. It just seems appropriate. In fact, I could put teacher rooms here since that would place them closer to the curriculum. As I said, I want to run the greenhouse over there, so I will soon have a room that I can do that with. Goggles, potions, money. Good. Private bedroom, increase the efficiency. Might as well increase the efficiency of our students' hall. I could put the greenhouse here, but I don't want to put it so close to the curriculum. Oil banner is always good. Chemical shoulder pads. We have already finished the alchemical objective. We will make you some more waffles. If we did not have the waffles, we might have to take some of the negative outcomes of that particular encounter. At this point, we will have the Pegasus welcome students to our university. In fact, if I ever get I could put the stadium here and the greenhouse there. That would work. Elves are good. And we will soon graduate our first students. So our first janitor lodge is down there. Might as well have a janitor lodge here, which then allows us to place the greenhouse there. Teacher's lounge here. Hermit crab in it. Our plans are paying off. Increase the efficiency of the light room. Force field ritual. It is annoying to have to not take those deep folk. They would have been very useful. There are two ways to win this level, and I am going to use the one that I just like more. As you can see with all these student service rooms, our curriculum rooms are generally filled. Now the bed can go up here because it is not part of the curriculum. It teaches Druidism and Herbalism. Add to the efficiency of the refectory. That one will be particularly important. We are not graduating the types of students that I was hoping we would graduate. No bullies. Put some medicine in the shadow room in case your students are hurt. Heroes Chapel is good. Right next to the light room. Need more alchemical ingredients. Oh, that's interesting. I'll put it in the bedroom near the curriculum. Let's see if we can get a rune object over there. Our second rune spear will further increase the protection generated by rune magic by our students of rune magic in the dungeon. Now I don't know whether it makes more sense to focus on upgrading one room significantly or all rooms gradually. I have not figured that out. That will generate any type of alchemical ingredient, which in theory would be very nice. Increase herbalism there. Load bearing glyph. So now we have 3 of the 5 glyphs we need. We have blue, green, and purple magic. We need red and yellow magic. Take more vampires. That's a bully. The arcane crystal staff is great, and notice that our curriculum students may obtain both enchantment and elemental magic, and so they could soon start to have those staffs. Of course, our alchemists can lend the peasants a hand. We're progressing in our relationships with all parties. The potion is one of the types of magic that do not have. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Put a teacher room here. Wolf's Tooth is very good because it increases student speed, which I think is one of the important things. Not quite as important as learning speed, but movement speed is also useful. Private apartments over here. We would like another set of private apartments up there. Take a look at our curriculum students. 4 runes, but not 4 time magic. 4 potions, almost no time magic. 2 time magic. So we would like the time magic to increase. That's quite a few benefits. I suppose we do need a purple dragon as soon as we can get one to help learn the rate of learning purple. Don't actually need those. The phoenix will give us a phoenix feather for the dungeon, allowing us to revive 1 student. This is really good. This sets back the counter if a student can graduate with 3 demonology and 2 portal magic, which is quite a challenge. So we will have to knock back the clock manually. Actually, we do not need the Inquisition banner. Okay, we will knock back the Lord of Evil further with that event. We get our... I could put that here. Interesting. I will do that. It's a little bit closer to the curriculum. We can take care of the sewers. Let us see what our party would look like. We're probably going to wait another year. We have nice levels in all of the blue magics. We don't have much elemental magic because I haven't put that down because our curriculum is time magic. This one is close to being someone who would graduate in the curriculum, and he's not in a specialized class. Look, it's Theodore Parmesan, our best student. Many of them have the alchemical shoulder pads. The shoulder martin is also good. That's a 5. Yes, this will be even better when we come back next year. In the fall, just before the next class of student graduates. All right, what's green unicorn cheese? I forget. Well, shadow magic, we can take it. Maybe we will get another of these glyph things. Oh, that is very important for our dungeon delving. Keep improving the rune scriptorium. We can now get all of the rune upgrades. Chance of learning diligent, learning lawful students learn faster, and all students there generate some gold. Another medical bed. Now our 2-bedroom special bedroom is next to the stadium. Definitely want to have medical beds there. Our janitors are there, but we can put a janitor here. It's a slow janitor. Hopefully we will get some upgrades. Our students in the stadium will nevertheless secretly learn from the blueprints. Still not quite what I would have liked, but a lot of our students are generating money that way. Don't have a place I want to put that, so I will sell it. 5-year arcane student is perfect for the curriculum. We will put a crystal ball in the teacher's lounge to get rid of some teacher's negative traits. We don't have a guild banner yet, so students in this bedroom will either improve our reputation with the guild or with the Lord of Evil. Aha, the Parkafit. As you know, the Parkafit goes in the observatory. I have no explanation for that. It's just something I do consistently. A bed that also reduces teachers' negative traits. Further improve the light room. Unicorn alcohol cheese. Fantastic. That will increase our prestige. We'll buy one of the generic rooms. Buy the arcane room. Now that room is certainly ticking along nicely. Teacher's Lounge. I am biased towards upgrading rooms that people are actually using when I look at that room. Our librarian can explore the archives. Dwarves. 1,000 alchemy. Alright, let's see. I don't know. Since I am not going for the objective encapsulated here, I don't know if we gain any bonuses. 4 dragons. I would definitely like to have 4 different dragons. I don't remember exactly how many I have at the moment. And a 5-year arcane scholar. Perfect. Now, usually I would put this down here to get the students who are entering. I'll hang on to it. Unicorn, cheese, alcohol. Since our students are not misbehaving, I will sell the void potion. I was hoping for another set of private apartments for the teachers. Green alcohol cheese, what is that? Sylvan elixir, do not need that. The sword in the stone is useful, but so is these equipment items. They're also useful. Unicorn, cheese, alcohol. I think that increasing my prestige after these cards have triggered does not actually increase the amount of students we get. Could be wrong. Haven't figured that out. Demonic chamber. Well, we do need more shadow magic. Upgrade the runic spear to 3. I think at that point they only need 1 or 2 levels of it. Let's add another magical hat to this curriculum classroom, teacher room. Let's upgrade our stadium with some nicer flags and banners. What is green unicorn apple? Yeah, that's a void potion. We do not need void potions. Now, interesting. I usually put the mana snake down here, and it would have been good to have left that open, but I did not leave it open. So I'll put the mana snake here. It will improve the efficiency of the 4 rooms on this level. But otherwise not incredibly useful. Knock back the timer again. Private apartments, great. We have 1, 2, 3. So now these teachers don't have to wander all the way down there. That's very nice. More students. Okay. The first flower crown is very important because then students that have enough herbalism can get it. Let us take a look at this map. Normally for this dungeon I would have a level 3 fireball. I actually do have a level 3 fireball available. Wonderful. Then let's see if we have a level 5 magic for the bottom right corner. Level 5 enchantment down there. Let's see if we have someone who would heal the front row. We have some 3s. 3, 4, 2. I might take our best student up there. 3, 4, 3. So I would prefer to have a 4 enchantment. Okay, we have one. Because that will be, so our front row has 4, 4, and our back row has 5 and 4. That's a lot of health too. But would I be better off with a student who has some armor? No. But this one also has the healing and the rune spear. The rune spear gives shield points to every student at the start of the battle. So we have 1, 2, 3 rune spears. Could have 4, but I will not. Of course we're going to help. At this point, we are not afraid of anything. With our 18 shields and all of this paralysis enchantment magic. This particular party is strong against boss monsters, which are usually individuals. but is weak against powerful groups. And with our paralysis magic in the opening round, that was good. Looking at the reds, so that is the only student without red magic. Too bad. We cannot avoid it. I don't really want the cheese dish that we will get from fighting the evil cultists. Yes, I did just say that I don't want the cheese dish that we are going to take from the cultists. We just don't need it. Are we really going to feed our students soft-boiled dragon eggs? It seems that we will. I hope you're okay with that. Remember, it's a game. No matter how cute the dragons are, they are fictional dragons. The levels are not going up very quickly here. We will keep taking chance of protection. We now have all the healing spells we expect to ever need. The ritual components are useful in order to increase the variety of alchemical components we are obtaining. We will now have keys. Early on in our run, it was hard to hit a knight with 4 armor like this one. Now all of our students do more than 4 damage. All of a sudden we are at 12. If the Lich gets 2 hits, they will get through our shields. But they didn't. Interesting that the difficulty is not increasing quickly. Our second Lich also has 12 damage. The cultists can sometimes be our most challenging opponents because they increase shields when they attack. This is also a situation where not having any armor in our front row is bad. We're up to 4 phoenix feathers. Got some gold. We're up to 5 phoenix feathers. We will go for the reputation. We will use a petrify potion. Tempted to use the bark skin, but I don't think it will be necessary, especially after having used the petrify potion. Or maybe that's a scroll. It does look more like a scroll than a potion, doesn't it? Even though it is generated through potion magic. The wolf, if it got to attack, would hit us twice, so it's good that that wolf is in the front row. Of course will help. I do think that the random number generator for encounters is flawed. I don't know whether that's something that happens only with my computer or with everyone's instance of this game, but getting the astral piano battle over and over again is a bit annoying. Again, I didn't need to play any cards, but you notice how this character on the right with her 3 heroic armor is far stronger than our front and center character. Who has time travel. So the Troll's 9 attack is exactly half of our shields. So they would need to hit us 3 times to hit us, which is unlikely. So we might as well go for something impressive, but I will use a scroll to get rid of one of the cultists. As I said earlier, I find them sometimes to be the most dangerous creature in the dungeon, especially if they're hanging out with boss monsters. So we can get the 50 prestige points, or some equipment, or some money, which includes ritual components. It's actually the ritual components that we want more than anything else. We are going to come out of this dungeon with a tremendous quantity of arcane magic. As long as that... I should have put a shield on Arluk Grunth. Arluk Grunth actually took some damage, although will we get healed? Yes, got healed immediately by Gladys in the back row. We don't need another Parkafit, but we do want the all-in-one cauldron. Notice with that 2 armor, even when we get hit again, our shields go to 0, but we don't actually lose health. Now we will lose health. So we will apply a healing potion and move forward. We don't need the reputation, we can use the prestige. And that is our 5 attack, so let's... I believe that the 5 attack has a 50% chance of paralyzing the opponent, which makes it particularly effective against boss monsters. I might have placed a bark skin down there, but I won't need it. Betty has a 20% chance of a critical hit. We'll keep doing these up to 8 phoenix feathers. I have been saving these electromagnetic explosions for a level like this one, where all of our enemies have shields. I still like to hold one in my hand at all times in case I get the demon with its two cultist servants. Very lucky that the time travel affected activated there, especially if it was 30% chance there and 20% chance there. Might as well do this again. I think we'll be fine without playing any cards, but we are getting to the point where we will need to play cards at every encounter. At the very least, we will be playing Bark Skittle. So we have so many healing potions, and I've never had 8 Phoenix Feathers. If we lose one student, that's fine. The problem is that usually when you lose one student, you lose all of them. And the time travel again. Really impressive. Betty Talon. That may be a random name, but it's a good one. Time travel again. Oh, right. The arcane cloak makes it more likely to activate. She's wearing her... I think she's wearing her time cloak. That might be the elemental shoulder pads. This will be a relatively long battle because of the high health of our two opponents. We don't have to fight. We can put up a runic wall. We might want alchemy, but I think that the student rooms are more useful. As I said, the cultists may be the most dangerous enemy we can face. Because of that shield generation effect. Get enough of them going at once. It is possible, especially really early on, it is possible for the cultists to generate more shields than you are getting rid of. This is a time when we might want to use that electromagnetic explosion, but I will use the celerity scroll instead. Also save the finger of death. That time magic is very, very useful. This is a case where we might actually lose one of our students without losing the level. That's not good. There's a weakness in this formation. Whew. That is a warning that we are very close to the limits of our abilities, and this student is still paralyzed and will remain paralyzed at the start of the next encounter. I might as well do that. Again, notice I'm keeping one of each. Aha. Keeping one of each card in the hand in case of emergencies. students actually was hit. We don't have healing in that row, so we will heal Betty Talon. I don't need anything from that encounter. Do want the prestige. Very tempting to play the celerity. We may need one more session to finish this. I always like to get rid of the lich over there. That means in our first round of combat we can get rid of the wolf. Maybe not. Very lucky to have paralyzed the goblin there. Betty Talon can look after herself, and she has Ronald backing her up. Arlok's shields are gone, but that is not a problem. We got through this. You'll have so much. So much arcane magic when we leave this dungeon. And in fact, I may stop recording soon. That will make this video about 1 hour long. I have gone over, but not as much as I would need to finish this level. You can see that just 2 high-level cultists are challenging. Challenging to get through the shields that they put up. Oh, that's good. We now have 3 Petra. We do not need Inquisition reputation. I don't need those shadow runes. So I might as well do this. I wish I had... Oh, well, I have an Electro Explosion to get rid of the shields. So that should probably do it. Maybe I should have played the celerity. We shall see. Good. Very good. We paralyzed both opponents in a round in which I thought we would leave them to attack us. Well, now we will see what would have happened there. Students are near death, but they survived. Don't usually see the back row nearly taken out like that. Now we're up to attack 30. We'll get rid of the rat in the first round and then hope that the dragon doesn't attack us, or that if the dragon does attack us, it does not get us more than once. 30 is a lot of attack strength. Oh, we have a petrify. I'm going to use the celerity. Probably should have used the bark skin too. But the difference between 22-44 is not enough to let us survive an extra round. That was extremely good. Let's put up a runic wall. School is in need of renovations, and let us leave. We have 15,000 gold, 10,000 arcane mana, and some strong reputations. Uh, this is a good point to stop recording. We will hope to finish off the Lord of Evil in the next scenario, or at least, if not kill him, we hope to be able to flee him using things like the force field ritual and the load-bearing glyph. This is the ending that I like the most, and it will show you yet again something nice and unexpected in Spellcaster University. Of course, there will also be spoilers.